Dalvi sir, teaching and non-teaching faculty members and students of cyber and College of Non-Consumer Education courses women. The objective of today's webinar, what we already said that higher education opportunities and job market in Germany. This is the main theme which a resource person will be deliberating in this webinar. But at the same time, also expect, I also request our resource person to focus us on enlightening us clearly on the internship potentials of our students, particularly PG and undergraduate students in Germany, because recently adopted choice-based credit system. In choice-based credit system, there's a possibility, there's a chance that you can also earn credit from other courses. You can do to online courses or visiting some other foreign countries also. So that's how credit mechanism also adopting. So just think of potential of having internship training in abroad also for students. And one more thing, what we are looking for that on a long-term basis, whether you can have some sort of memorandum of understanding. So particular exchange program in terms of teaching, research, and other placement activities with your organization or any organization in Germany, particular education consultancies, education services, or some industries where they see anyone education consultant service can work as instrumental building this. So this is what we are expecting also. But before we start, I also want to give background of our institute.
Sir, you have to unmute yourself.
माझेच नावच येणं झाले.
Anil, sir, could you please unmute yourself? And all others who are not speaking, please mute yourself.
Now
Yes,
it's
sir.
I
okay.
think
Ah,
now
Now it's
audible
okay.
also now?
Yeah, now
Yes.
you are
Yeah.
audible, sir.
Yeah. So I am giving the background of our both the units here. See, this jointly organized the Fund of Environment Cyber and our accuracy of our college. I want to give the background of our both the institute. Cyber is an autonomous body where we got MBA in Finance, Marketing, HR, and also recently we started MBA in Environment Management, and also we got MCA, MSW, and MSc Environmental Safety. So these are the PG courses which are run under the Autonomous Institute. And in our college, it is basically women's college where we got a non-conventional occasional courses like we got a degree program in fashion designing, interior designing, food technology, banking management, multimedia, and postgraduate diploma in nutrition dietetics. And very recently started MSc Food Science and Nutrition. So these are our first areas where probably looking for some sort of an association for higher education and job market of our students also. Right? I think it is one more thing I want to add, sir. Very recently we added German language is one of the add-on courses to our students at basic level. So they're also doing. And with this background, I think it's a golden opportunity for our students to have interaction with today's resource persons. They're very, what do you call, experienced people in this field. It will be a golden opportunity for us. Student can have clear their doubts, particularly how to write a statement of purpose, how to write a letter of recommendations, how to write a CV to get to attend the job market. So these are the stages where probably you can have open discussion with our resource person. Because the resource person are very accessible to interaction expected after this webinar, where you can solve a lot of doubts also. So without wasting much time, once again extend warm welcome to resource person. Dr. Pooja and Sartar to introduce our resource person of today's webinar. Over to Pooja Patil.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for warm welcome. Good morning, one and all present here. I, Dr. Pooja Patil, profoundly delighted to take an opportunity to introduce the chief guest for the event, Mr. Milind Dange, sir. Milind Dange, sir, is a professional and well-networked leader with 16 years of work experience. Sir has more than 13 years of IT recruitment and account management experience. Before recruitment, he has worked as a self-consultant for 3 years in renowned pharmaceutical company. Sir has a passion for professional ethics and adherence to company core values. He has a team player and care about the people. So I request, thank you, sir, for your means for your this invitations and things. Sir, I request Dr. Sartaj ma'am to have a introduction about Shailesh sir. Sartaj, unmute yourself.
Thank you, Pujawati Madam. Good morning, everyone. I am Sartaj Natak, Faculty of Environmental Management Department at Cyber. I'm excited to introduce our guest speaker for today's webinar. I like to give just a brief background about our amazing guest, Dr. Shailesh Dabhoye sir, who is going to share their thoughts with us on today's webinar. Sir is highly creative business leader with experience of 25 years of in corporate management. He managed complex customer deliveries across banking and also life science industry. Sir have accepted challenges and also enjoys working on it. So in 2020, he quit his 25 years of corporate career just to pursue his passion for leadership development, career coaching, and traveling. He is an internationally certified executive coach and certified in neuro-linguistic programming. So without any further delay, let's give a round of virtual applause to Mr. Shailesh Dabhoye. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Milind, you want to say something before we start?
Yeah, it's immense pleasure for Desi Germans team today to have our webinar in Karvir district. So we are really delightful. I thank Mr. Dr. Kulkarni sir, Mari sir, Shinde sir, as well as Darvi sir to give us an opportunity to have a webinar for you all students. So this will be around like higher education opportunities in Germany, as well as how is the job market in Germany. So today we will be discussing the whole prospect, like how the students can start their career, as well as how can they settle abroad, as well as they can get good job in German companies in India. So this will be the subject today around we'll be discussing. So Shailesh will give you a glimpse of the stuff like what Desi Germans is doing, how we are involved into this education consultancy services, and I will let you know about how is the German education system and how it will be fruitful for our candidates to come abroad and have higher education in Germany with a low cost. So over to you, Shailesh. So let's go started.
Yeah, thanks, Milind, and thanks all the institute members for inviting us. So I will start with some interesting fact that Milind and I both belong to the same region. We are from Satara, and Kolhapur is very close to us. We regularly visit Kolhapur. So while Milind is right now in Frankfurt, but our roots are in the same region. I want to start with some interesting developments which are happening right now in the education field and industry. So as all of you might know that everywhere in the world, including India, students normally go to US, Canada or UK for higher education. But that picture is now changing very fast, and there are a lot of geopolitical reasons behind that. Like for example, if you are following politics and in general development, US is been struggling last few years with the two presidents they had, Donald Trump and now Joe Biden. In general, US is not able to maintain their leadership role. So similar, if you look at Canada also, there have been a lot of protests happening in Canada in terms of the existing government over the COVID mandates. So that's the other country which is also going through a lot of political turmoil. Then when it comes to UK is also going through the Brexit, and since the Brexit has happened, they are not able to recover their economy. So these three top destinations are actually having a lot of socio-political issues, and that is going to impact the in general prospect for the higher education, job, internship, and overall world economy. But while at the same time, if we look at Germany, while it is closer to the war zone which is happening in between Ukraine and Russia, Germany comes into West Europe, which is far away from Ukraine and Russia, as well as Germany is a very stable country with respect to political situation. So, if all of you must be knowing Angela Merkel, one of the great leaders, world leaders. She has she's been the chancellor for Germany for last 5 terms, and now they have got a new chancellor. But in general, you will never hear any kind of a political disturbance or economic turmoil when it comes to Germany. So that's one of the reasons we suggest that all the students should look at Germany as a destination for their higher education. And then there are a lot of interesting things you will know as we go ahead. Like some of you might know that the education in Germany is absolutely free. And when I say it's absolutely free, it is absolutely free. So there are no tuition fees for most of the universities in Germany. So that is these are the few things we'll cover. And also, sir has requested us to talk about internship opportunities. So over there, one thing I want to definitely highlight is that whether it is higher education, internship, or job in Germany, it is very important for all of you to start learning German language and at least acquire. So German or all European languages has 6 levels: A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. So at least try to complete 3 levels while you are in India: A1, A2, and B1. That will increase your prospects of finding an opportunity for internship in Germany or finding a job in Germany, or eventually if you want to pursue higher education in Germany, that will help you a lot. The other thing I have observed is there are a lot of participants over here who are already doing masters in India. So they can also look at Germany as a destination for their doctorate or PhD. So Germany is also the place where the first PhD or doctorate programs have started. So it's basically origin of the doctorate program. But it is slightly difficult to go for doctorate program directly from India. So what we suggest students is also they can look at doing double masters in Germany. So they complete their masters in the current college in Germany, and then they can also look at doing double masters and then doing PhD in Germany. So these are the interesting topics we'll be covering. If you have any questions, you can put it on the chat, or you can raise your hand or unmute yourself in between. It is okay if you are disturbing me. We don't want to keep all the questions till end. So anytime if you feel like having any question, just unmute yourself and ask the question. So I'll start with the presentation where I'll give you a quick overview. Just share my those who are not Swali can unmute somebody's no unknown can unmute. So thanks again for the institute for inviting us. I'm sure this session will be very informative and helpful for all of you. So quick information about Desi Germans. Desi Germans is a company registered in Germany, Frankfurt, as well as in India as a private limited company. We are into two lines of business, and these two businesses are complementary to each other. Like our business advisory business, where we also help with starting. I request everybody to go on mute, please. So keep on mute on students who are speaking. So we have these two lines of business, business advisory, where we help Indian businesses to start their business in Europe, or European business to start their business in India. So this is one of the areas where we operate. The second area where we operate is education consultancy, where we are into exclusively consultancy for higher education in Germany. That's our focus. We also work with various institutes to collaborate and also sign MOUs with these colleges. We also work on student development and coaching. So if some of you wants to have a guidance on higher education, that's one of the things which we provide. The reason we are basically focusing on this business is the kind of network our team has built in Germany, and you will be amazed to see the kind of connects we have with the Indian government, German government missions over there. We also have good connects with the educational institutes in Germany as well as in India, and we are also socially very active in Germany. So we have almost created a mini India in Germany. And I'll also tell you one interesting fact when we talk about the next slide. And apart from that, we have a large team of experts who work with us who are studying in Germany. So whether it is food technology or biotechnology or commerce background or engineering background, we have the experts from each of the field to guide you. So when you come to us, you will be directly speaking with somebody who has studied in Germany and having a good career. So this is the network we have in Germany. These are only a small glimpse of the photos we have. But the person you see in this photo, his name is Ajit Ranade. He is our managing director and founder of Desi Germans. And he is born and brought up in Kolhapur. So that's the interesting fact I wanted to tell you, that somebody who's kind of studied in Kolhapur has now reached to a level whether he's been participating into events such as meeting our Prime Minister Narendra Modi while he was in Berlin few years back. Then he has been closely working with the Indian consulate in Germany. So our services were inaugurated by the Indian consulate over there. Then in India, we also work with German consulate in Mumbai closely, as well as we work with all the colleges where German language is taught. So these are my photos with the Ferguson College or Deccan Education Society in Pune. And apart from that, we have been helping all the students and Indian families during the two difficult years we had 2 years back during the COVID lockdown. So that work is being covered by the newspapers in Maharashtra, be it Sakal, Lok Satta, or Lokmat. So that's the kind of work we are doing in Germany. We also have started Maharashtrian community called Marathi Katta Germany over there. तर ह्याच्यामध्ये आमच्या मराठी कट्टा जर्मनीच्या सर्व 16 स्टेट्समध्ये शाखा आहेत आणि ही कम्युनिटी सगळ्या इंडियन आणि महाराष्ट्रीयन स्टुडंट्सना हेल्प करण्यासाठी जर्मनीत काम करते. आणि ह्याच्याशिवाय आम्ही जर्मनीतल्या सगळ्या इंडियन कम्युनिटीशी कनेक्टेड आहेत. तर नॉर्थ इंडियन कम्युनिटीज, साऊथ इंडियन कम्युनिटीज. त्यामुळे तुमच्यापैकी कोणीही जर्मनीला गेलं तर यू विल ऑलवेज हॅव सम इंडियन कम्युनिटी हू विल बी सपोर्टिंग यू for your admission, for your accommodation, for your part-time job, internship, full-time job, or any kind of medical emergency. So that's the kind of people network we have built, and you have a good support system. And this is very important for your parents also, that they can be completely relaxed and rely on us when it comes to supporting you in Germany. And that's how we support the student, that when they come to Germany, we welcome them at the airport. Milin, Mugdha, and some of our team members who stay in Frankfurt, they make a point to go to airport and receive the students. So that's the support we provide right from day one. Again, we have one girl over here from Kolhapur, Aarti Panalkar, who's doing her master's in environment science.
Water technology.
Water technology and environment science. So there are a good number of students from Kolhapur also normally go to Germany for studying or higher education. We have been working with various colleges in various cities, but Kolhapur, we have been working with RIT, KIT, then Tatya Saheb Kore Institute, as well as Sanjay Godavat Institute. In Pune, we are working with Ferguson College, BMCC College, MIT College, Sehagad Institute of Technology. So this is where we form the MOU with colleges. One of the things which we can do for all of you is also plan a study tour or an industrial visit to Germany. So if you have more than 20 students who want to travel to Germany for 7-day trip, that is one thing we have started doing. Next month, we'll be taking students from MIT College to Germany, where they'll be visiting 4 different universities, 2 different factories, and some should go on mute. I'm getting echo. And then they'll be visiting the Mercedes-Benz factory and museum. So this is one thing we are doing for colleges. We can also arrange few lectures from German faculties, as well as we can arrange specific sessions on biotechnology, food technology, or career in finance and economics. So that's the kind of collaboration we also want to do with your college. So this is our success ratio for last year. We guide students from all fields of study. So right from media communication, MA German, immunology to all the way power engineering, our students are now studying in some of the reputed universities in Germany. The way we support students is we support them while they are in India as well. So with respect to their admission process, how to write statement of purpose, how to get letter of recommendations from their internship or from their professor, how to prepare their CV, and finally how to complete the application process. Then we also support with the entire student loan, opening the bank account in Germany and applying for visa. So these are the services we deliver from India. And then once the student is in Germany, we support them for finding the internship, finding the job, also settling in Germany. So these students have enrolled for these different services with us. And this year, we have a huge pipeline of students who are going to Germany for mechanical engineering, computer science, and pharma industry, biotechnology, MBA, as well as MA German. And we also have students coming for food technology, chemical engineering, as well as some of the other areas like MA psychology as well. So this is our team. Ajit Ranade, as I told you, is a well-known person in Kolhapur, in India, as well as in Germany, socially very active. He's been helping students and Indian families, also organizing a lot of cultural activities in Germany. He has been uh, hosting a lot of Indian movies, as well as Indian film star, as well as theater artist in Frankfurt. He has good experience of sales and marketing in Europe for more than 10 years. I have 25 years of experience. I was with Cognizant Technology Solutions as a senior director for 19 years. Milind is already introduced. Milind comes from Satara. He is our expert when it comes to having any questions around university. He is also based in Frankfurt. Mugdha Khadilkar is one of my colleague who looks after the entire admission process for all the students. She is based in Frankfurt. Sonali and Jeevan are my colleagues based in Pune. So Sonali looks after all the student relationship from India, and Jeevan has joined us as our marketing as well as partner management head. So we are also partnering with various German training institutes. So if students need any help with respect to German language or GRE examination, GMAT examination, IELTS, TOEFL, they can do it locally in Kolhapur, or they can also reach out to us. We can help them with guiding with respect to different partner organizations. So now I'll request Milind to take over a few slides from here. Milind. Yeah, unmute yourself, Milind.
Yeah. So, am I visible?
Yes, Milind, you can put it in the presentation mode. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, so the next question which arises is why Germany? So definitely, Germany provides a reasonable cost of education. As Shailesh said earlier, the education, like 90% of universities in Germany are public universities. Public universities, it means like the universities which are being funded by the government. The money comes from taxpayers, so there is totally no tuition fee. People have to, or students have to pay just a semester fee, which is not a big burden for Indian students when it comes to INR. So yeah, so that's the reason the German education is not only reasonable, but definitely it have very high standard. The type of infrastructure you will get, the type of practical experience you will get in Germany will not get in any other country. Definitely living this UK as well as US. Yeah, so this one. Second thing is low cost of living. It's not a low cost of living when it comes to comparison with Canada, Germany, Canada, UK, as well as USA. The living cost is a bit less as compared to them. So if you consider like 2 years of masters, then in Indian currency, like it will be around 18 to 20 lakhs in INR, and uh, it don't include any tuition fees. This will be mostly the cost of living. We have to make a regimen of this amount when you want to study here in Germany. So 2 years of master will cost 16 to 20 lakhs in INR, depending upon the city where candidate is learning or doing his education. Second thing, he can reduce his cost when like he do his part-time jobs or take some other job opportunities in Germany to reduce the cost. When it comes to like Germany, Germany is, as you all know, it's not an English speaking country, it's a German speaking countries. But when it comes to masters, you have n number of different courses where like these courses are purely taught in English. But definitely, if somebody wants to do their career here in Germany, then yeah, and they should learn German so that they can easily have an access to the job market. When it comes to bachelor's, definitely 90% of the courses in Germany are in German language. So there is very less chances for candidates to learn bachelor's in Germany in English language. Yeah, so second thing, like when it comes to an education, it is very innovative and interdisciplinary. When it comes to bachelor's as well as master's program, you have different programs like across management, digital technologies, and core disciplines. And when it comes to an technology, it's a battleground for fourth and fifth industrial revolution. You all know about that. And yeah, when it comes to again Germany, it's a very politically stable country for many years. As you have heard from Shailesh, Angela Merkel had completed her 5 terms, and now like we have an new vice chancellor. The rules are same, everything is going fine. And when it comes to this war zone, we are far better. We're in the safe zone, so there is no worries. Europe, when it comes to Europe, Germany is the backbone of Europe. If you see the economy, Germany stands at the fourth position and the largest economy and the number one in Europe. So there is a demand of skilled workforce from all over the world. Germany is facing currently the shortage of skilled workforce, and definitely this is the stepping stone for us to make sure like a number of good candidates or eligible candidates from India can come to Germany for higher education as well as for jobs which are available here in German job market. So these are the list of some Fortune 100 or Fortune 500 companies in Germany. You are well aware of these companies who are already available or who are already have their base in India in region of Pune or Mumbai, like companies like Volkswagen, Daimler, that is Mercedes, Alliance, BMW, that is BMW, Siemens, Robot Koch, Uniper, BSF. All these companies are available. Continental AG, these companies are there in Pune region. So a good thing, like if somebody wants to come in an easy way to Germany, is to join any of these companies in India and then like move to Germany for the jobs. There are a number of different companies in Fortune, like in Forbes 200 ranking. There are BSF, Deutsche Telekom, Munich Re. You can the well knowns are Adidas, Commerce Bank, Deutsche Bank, Merck is a pharmaceutical company, Porsche. This is again an big automobile company, which have their roots or base here in India also. So these are all the opportunities where like after doing any type of education, when it comes to science as well as engineering, you can get jobs into these companies as well as management. So there are different type of courses here in Germany when it comes to arts, social science, and humanities. So we have courses in social sciences, social work. We have MSW course in cyber. So these candidates have good opportunities to work as well as to have a higher education into social work. There are also courses in journalism, media, and communication. And there are also teaching degrees here in Germany. When it comes to management, finance, and economics, as well as business, there are different courses like applied business economics, financial management from candidates who are into BCom, MBA, MIM, BBA. So we have also a stream of like business administration in cyber. So these candidates can even try for courses like MIM. MIM are like masters in management. So this type of like 2 years courses, if you go to US or you can say you go to UK or Ireland, you will be doing masters only for 1 year of 2 semesters. But when it comes to Germany, it's always of 3 semesters and maximum of 4 semesters. So this will be the post-graduation courses we will be doing. You can do international management. There is supply chain management courses over here, marketing, data analytics, and yes, hotel hospitality and travel management. So when it comes to pure sciences, life sciences, there are courses into nutritional science. I've even seen like we have food science and nutrition course here in cyber. So there are different courses available around nutrition science. And then like when it comes to agriculture, plant, marine food, chemical biology, we have a number of courses into environmental science. Those are around engineering as well as management, as well as purely into soil ecology, as well as pollution. There are different courses into immunology, neurology, as well as a number of courses into geoscience field. Yeah, today we will be not talking more about engineering, but yeah, definitely this is a playground for engineering people, Germany, when it comes to especially into automobile. So they have all the courses into like power engineering, automotive production design, as well as nowadays there is much more development into robotics, industrial automation. Material science is one of the field where like a number of candidates are coming currently to, like for example, we can say polymer science. There are good colleges as well as courses into aerospace. Main thing I would like to highlight here is main into water management. So this part has never been covered mostly into India. The type of work going into this water management, soil management. Nowadays, you are saying even going to social media and looking for this Save Soil mission, which has taken by Sadhguru. So all the Europe countries are currently working on soil management. So this is one of the thing we can explore, as well as we have good job opportunities and career opportunities into environment field. So when it comes to Germany, there are 430 universities in Germany, and they provide more than 20,000 courses. More than 4 lakh students come every year to Germany to study from different part of world, and 25,000 plus Indian students come to Germany every year. So this is the flow what currently we have, and the flow is mostly from Mumbai, Pune, some of the north from north area of India as well as south area. But still like Kolhapur and the region near Kolhapur, we see less people coming to Germany. So there's very good opportunity for studies as well as uh, job opportunities in Germany. So when it comes to German universities, there are two types of universities: technical universities as well as universities of applied sciences. Both type of these universities come under public universities. So technical universities, these are the scientifically oriented universities. The portion is more scientific way. So somebody who is doing their education in technical universities are eligible to go for doctorate program when they are learning their what you say master's program. They can align with their professor, they can make them an mentor and do their a PhD over there. So these technical universities are only 17 technical universities in Germany, and definitely the portion what they like teach is all like scientifically based. So that is one of the thing. Second thing is like we have universities of applied sciences. In German we say it Hochschule or Fachhochschule. So these are practice oriented education. Like at the same time, you will get the practical, what you can say, experience. At the same time, you will be doing the lectures, and all the practicals you will be doing in some company. So this is very practical oriented. Who currently directly want to go into a job market, the courses into University of Applied Sciences help them a lot, so that they can get the knowledge directly from the market. The people or the established people in the industry, they come as an guest lecturers over here, and they share the hands-on experience, what is currently going into market and what are the things the candidate should be ready to go into market. And third are the University of Fine Arts. This today will be not a part of our discussion, as we don't have much courses into those. Yeah, and when it comes to courses, yeah, there are English taught courses and German taught courses. As I said earlier, there are n number of different courses in Germany for masters, which are English taught, and there are also German taught courses. If somebody is really doing German well, who is at C1 level, they can even opt for German taught courses. There is less struggle for getting into admission in German taught courses. Your CGPA is less, then it also works. But when it comes to English taught courses, especially into public universities, the competition is high. You should be having a good CGPA, that is your education grades, to get into this English taught courses in public university where education is totally free. When it comes to Germany, there are 2 semesters. They say it as semester, but we can say it an intakes. One is summer intake and one is winter intake. So summer intake, like these colleges starts in month of April, May, and the admission starts in the previous year of in previous year in the month of October, and till January. And then the college starts in the month of March. Most of the courses are not open. It's summer semester because they run the program named Erasmus, where a number of different students from Eastern European countries, and these universities have tie-up with them, so they come for 1 or 2 semester over here, and college have to take care of everything of these students. For example, their stay, their admissions, their enrollments. That's the reason the courses are less in summer semester. Second is winter semester, which starts in the month of September or October, and the admission starts from the respective year in the month of January, and it goes till month of April, May. In some universities, it may go till month of June. So Indian students prefer to come with in winter semester because it is mostly aligned with our education system. In when you are in the last semester of your bachelor's, a specific when it comes to science, you can apply to universities with help of five mark sheets or five transcripts. When it comes to engineering, they can apply to the universities with seven transcripts. So this is the better way when when you are in the last semester, you are applying for these universities, and when it's time to get admission, your degree is completed and you go with all your right documents to join the university and do the enrollment. So as we said, these public universities are funded by the government, so there are literally no fees. There are only semester fees which are negligible, and these public universities have are like both are into these public universities, technical universities as well as universities of applied sciences. And when it comes to private universities, yes, those are privately funded, so the fees is involved. So you have to make arrangement of your stay as well as you have to take care of the fees. The fees will be in the range of 5 lakhs to 15 lakh depending upon the which course you are doing. It might be of 1 year, it might be of 2 years, 3 semesters, and it depends upon like what type of education you want to take. It may be in science, it may be engineering, so depend upon that. But if you significantly see over here, the cost is lower as compared to US, Canada, and UK. And these are the universities like where getting admission, they provide little bit of leverage. Means if you have an average marks, but depending upon your profile, definitely they admit you by taking the interviews or by having an aptitude test. So now when it comes to Germany and when it comes to like university or course selection thing, we always say like you have to choose your field of study. I'm extremely sorry. Specialization based on your aspiration, course strength, and industry demand. That is the way like how you chooses your career. When it comes to courses, we always say shortlist the right courses across various universities which are in your field, because just don't go by the name of the university. This is the number one university and I want to go into that. No, whether that's the course which that university is offering you, is it aligning with your interest? Is it aligning with your passion? Is it aligning what you are going to do into your life, specific into your field of study as well as in your career aspects? So that you have to take care of. Then when it comes to subjects, you have to validate like semester level subjects, because here you can shuffle your subjects. Means for in first semester, if you have 5 subjects in India, you have to give exams of all those 5 subjects. But here you have one liberty to choose the subjects in your semesters. You can shuffle your subjects. There is also a provision of completing all your degree in 1 year. It depends upon candidates how he have to go for his program. And at the end of like what you can say, selecting about your studies, then you have to go to universities. Yeah, so this is the course I like, and then you have to search about the universities, because when it comes to Germany, there is no discrimination about the universities. This is the top or this is IIT level and this is no. There are only TUs and University of Applied Sciences. Everyone have the same standard of education, same standard of infrastructure, as well as same. And when it comes to Germany, there is what you say, there is no placements given by the colleges. And there is no campus placements. You have to build your own profile when you are studying in masters, and then like you have to go with your own profile into job market to find a job. Yeah, so when it comes to bachelor's, yeah, so you have to complete one course named Student College, but this is not part of our today's discussion. For masters, you should have a good bachelor's degree with good grades, and when it comes to doctorate, you should have your master degree with good grades. And if you have done some research work, that will help a lot to go into doctorate program. But as Shailesh said earlier, we always request candidates to have double masters in Germany and do the traditional PhD. And most of the students even try to do a different type of PhD. There are two types of PhD in Germany, but we can arrange a different session going ahead for doctorate programs. So yes, so what are the admission criterias if you have to go to Germany? So first of all, if you are appearing for, or like if you are taking admissions into English taught courses, then you have to prove your English proficiency. As we are Indians, we our mother tongue is different. Like we speak Marathi, we speak Hindi, we speak different languages. So this is not our mother tongue. So we have to prove our English proficiency by giving IELTS or TOEFL exam. So anyone is fine. So you have to get score of like around 7 above in IELTS, and in TOEFL above 90. That works a lot to get admitted into universities when it comes to English proficiency. Someone wants to go into German taught courses, then he should have minimum C1 level of German proficiency. You have to do a certificate from Goethe from India. That is the only one valid certificate which works when you have to get admitted into German taught courses. Then CGPA, your grades. The CGPA should be minimum 7.5 to apply for all public universities. 7.5, I'm talking on scale of 10. Then lower than 2.5 CGPA on scale of 5 as per German calculation. So you should have a minimum of, I can say, 70% marks to apply for that. But when your application goes over there, and then there will be an merit thing where like they will look for an top candidates. Then there are also courses like MBA. We say them as an authentic MBA, where the requirement for MBA is always 3 to 4 years of experience, which is really mandatory. But there are a number of different courses which are into management. I spoke sometime before, like MIM, Masters in Management courses, which are also 2 year courses where like you can apply to those courses without having any type of experience. But yeah, definitely, if somebody have 1 to 2 years of prior experience going to masters, that will definitely help them to admit easily. Not easily, but it gives a more weightage. Some people don't cover the ECTS or credit points, then their work experience covers those credit points. So these are the exams which you have to think of when it comes to admission requirement. IELTS and TOEFL is for English, GMAT and GRE. So many of the engineering colleges have started for GRE. There are, for example, TU Munich, that is Technical University of Munich. For every course now they need the GRE. For GMAT also, for management courses, when it comes to an authentic MBA or some courses like MIM, they even ask for GMAT. In some universities or in some colleges, GMAT is not compulsory, but giving GMAT or GRE will add value to your application. And yes, definitely when it comes to German, there are 4 steps, or like you can say 4 levels, A1, A2, B1, B2, 6 levels, and C1, C2. So English taught courses, German taught courses, you have to do C1 level. And when it comes to English taught programs, you can even have A1 or A2 with you, so that once you are here in Germany, you get acquainted with people as well as the language. And definitely at the end of the day, you become fluent in German, as we are into English, we all students. And definitely it will be easy for you guys to get into job market. So when it comes to career in Germany, yes, employability, you have to create your own profile. You have to raise the bar of your communication skills, your interpersonal skills, leadership skills, academic excellence. So that is one of the things which will help you to get a right employment. You should be industry ready. Second thing, I can say, the practical jobs or the internships you will be doing your masters or in bachelors. That helps a lot to get acquainted with the job market, as well as the skills in which you are entering into industry, as well as you should always be on your toes to learn about the latest trends and developments in industry, as well as you should have an ability to work in professional environment. There are part-time jobs in Germany, so it's easy to find, but definitely if you speak little bit of German, you can find part-time job very easily in Germany. So there are different jobs. Many of jobs are available in your own university, and definitely if you want to do job somewhere outside, you can go and do your part-time job outside. That helps you a lot in your day-to-day expenses. When it comes to internship, yeah, again, it's challenging to find the internship. But if you are really connected with the right people in the industry, then getting internship is not a big deal. And when it comes to full-time job, once you finish your education in Germany, you have 18 months back to stay in Germany. For example, when you are on student visa and you finish your examination or the degree, then your student visa is converted into job seekers visa, and you can stay back in Germany for 18 months to secure your new job. And once you take your new job, then definitely you can go ahead with the taking salaries and paying your social security. But yeah, once again, I will remind you here, guys, if you are doing German side by side, it helps a lot. You don't have to wait for these 18 months. You will be getting job in next 3 to 6 months if you have good command on German language. So when it comes to financials, yes, the tuition fees are not there. So 1 lakh will be the amount which you have to pay for your term fees. And when it comes to private institutes, then the fee will be around 15 to 20 lakh, depending upon the course. The cost of living in Germany is like you have to make arrangement of 10,000 euros, which comes nearly amount around 9 lakh per year. This money is only for your stay, food, transport, and everything, other facilities. With this money, you can stay in Germany for 1 year easily. Definitely, depending upon the if you are staying with your friend, you are staying in your dorm, then this amount will go less. It will not be 9, but it will be 7. But as per government rules, you should make an arrangement of 10,000 to around 10,000 euros to stay in Germany for 1 year education. And for 2 year education, it is double, like 9 into 2 is like 18 lakhs. When it comes to scholarships, yeah, there are n number of different scholarships available in Germany. But as I said, the education is free in public universities. Upfront, no one will provide you any scholarship. But once you start your college, you can apply for a government scholarship. So depending upon your SOP as well as your marks in bachelor's, they can provide you a scholarship of around 300 to 350 euros per month. As well as once you finish your first semester, every university have their own scholarships. So if you are eligible with your good marks, then definitely the college will provide you the scholarship that will help you to reduce this amount, that is your yearly expenses. So these expenses, if you get scholarship, will again come down to 3 to 4 lakhs, and the cost of living will come down, and it will be very easy for you to study your course in Germany with zero tuition fees and zero cost of living things. And when it comes to student loan, yeah, most of the banks provide student loan. Even Desi German help you to get the student loan. So you can get it from HDFC. And definitely your EMI starts when you complete your degree, that is master's or bachelor's degree in Germany. So you have to not, you don't have any burden till time. And once you get the job, you can easily waive this student loan. So this was about a German education system. So definitely, I would like to take it ahead to Shailesh if he would like to add anything in this, so we can start with an question answer session.
Yeah, thanks, Milin. This was very informative. So what I just want to show is a typical timeline. If you're applying for an university in Germany, let's say if somebody wants to apply for next year, this is how the timeline would look like. So if I look backward, you will be traveling in month of September to Germany, and your semester will start in month of October. So before that, 3 months you have to prepare for your visa. So between June to September, you will be applying for student loan, visa, flight tickets. And normally for your admissions, the students start this process 1 year ahead of their plans to study in Germany. So we have students who start planning for next year by April, where they engage us, start asking how much cost is involved, what kind of materials are required, what kind of process. Let me put somebody is speaking. I'll put that person on mute.
Yeah.
And then we will help you with a list of university and courses in a month's time. Then we need substantial time to prepare the documentation. You have to get the transcripts and mark sheets from your college. You have to prepare your SOP, letter of recommendation, CV. And once all the documentation are done, the admission starts from January to June month. So right now, if you see for this year, the admissions are happening as we speak. So a lot of our students are applying for university during this period for 22 winter semester. Then the university communicate their results by June or August of that year. And then based on the admit, you apply for the visa. So this is the complete life cycle. And the way we help the students is we have these three services where university selection service starts with your career mapping. We tell you what you can do in Germany with respect to your masters. And then you speak with someone from your own field. Once that conversation is happened, we help you with the list of university and courses and then help you with the entire admission process. Here you can apply to any number of universities, but normally we suggest that you should apply for 8 to 10 universities so that your probability of getting the admission goes up. Then once your admission is confirmed, we help with university readiness where we help you with visa guidance, applying for your insurance, applying for student loan and opening the bank account in Germany. Then once your visa is done and you fly to Germany, we take care of you as a local guardian in Germany, where we look after you, we receive you at the airport, then we help you with the entire university system. Then we start guiding you for internship and job. So this is how we have structured our services. So anybody who wants to have one-to-one counseling on the entire process, you can write an email to education@desigermans.com and we'll be happy to provide the complete free counseling to you for the entire process and the timeline which is involved over here. So now we'll open the forum for question answer. Anybody who wants to speak can start their camera if it is convenient and also unmute themselves and ask the questions, or you can put the questions on chat. But I hope you enjoyed the session and you have got the required information about studying in German. Yeah, Kulkarni sir and Mahi sir, you can also unmute yourself and give your feedback or ask your questions.
Yeah, in fact, both of you given excellent information given. In fact, we're very happy that when you're talking about the studies abroad, and people are normally the South Indians who take the lead. But very proud that two of our Maharashtrian students and one of the being our own student about cyber department environment. In fact, very proud that two of us are leading, taking a lead to take our students across the at the international level. Very proud of your achievements and being a local people also are very excellent, happy. But one thing was that you are given a very good profile. You are given. I think a lot of doubts you have cleared. But I don't know how many students, because of class limitation, how many students will have raised questions now. But certainly, I think they will have an interaction with you through email, also chat box also. See, one thing I just want to ask you, sir, both of you. See, particularly with the student, you said that at least up to C2 level of is required to get admission to language. But now, if the student do not so if he wants to plan, is it possible for him to plan at this stage at any certificate level? Can you hear me? Hello?
Sir,
Your
you are
voice is
not
breaking up.
audible clearly. Will you please? The message has not reached to
Just a
us
minute, I'll
clearly.
repeat again. Now, okay. Can you hear now?
Yeah,
Yes.
now it's okay, sir.
या एक क्वेश्चन आहे सर मला आपण जे बोलले आता तुम्ही की कमीत कमी C2 लेवल पर्यंत असेल तर तुम्हाला ऍडमिशन बिकम व्हेरी इझी फॉर यू जर्मन लँग्वेज क्लिअरला. समजा आतलं काही मुलांनी अजून काही कुठला लेवल पास झाला नाही अजूनही, मग अशा लोकांचं पोटेन्शियल किती राहणार त्याच्यामध्ये?
नाही, सो C2 लेवल इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. जर्मनीमध्ये शिकण्यासाठी B2 लेवल और B1 लेवल इज गुड टू हॅव. सो 3 लेवलमध्ये A1, A2, B1 लेवल पर्यंत मुलं शिकले आणि इफ दे आर गोइंग फॉर इंग्लिश टॉट कोर्सेस, देन एनी लेवल बिटवीन A1, A2 और B1 इज सफिशियंट. जर का त्यांना जर्मन लँग्वेजमध्ये ट्रेनिंग घ्यायचं असेल तर C1 लेवल लागते. C2 इज व्हॉट लोकल जर्मन स्पीक, सो ती लेवल यायला वेळ लागतो. पण C1 level is required if the students are going to take education in German language. पण आपल्या भारतातनं जर्मन लँग्वेज मध्ये शिक्षण घेणारे खूप कमी मुलं असतात. फक्त जे लोक MA जर्मन किंवा MA सायकोलॉजी, MA ह्युमॅनिटीजला जातात ते मुलं जर्मनमध्ये शिक्षण घेतात. इंग्लिशमध्ये शिक्षण घ्यायचं असेल तर जर्मन भाषा येणं आवश्यक नाहीये. टेक्निकली मोस्ट ऑफ द युनिव्हर्सिटीज विल नॉट आस्क यू फॉर एनी जर्मन सर्टिफिकेट. जर्मन येत नसेल तरी ते ऍडमिशन देतील. पण आम्ही मुलांना सांगतो की ज्या देशात तुम्हाला जायचंय, जिथे करिअर करायचंय, शिक्षण करायचंय, तिथे ऍटलिस्ट हॅलो, गुड मॉर्निंग, हाऊ आर यू इतकं तरी बोलता यायला पाहिजे. आणि मग त्याच्या पुढे तुम्हाला दुकानात गेल्यावरती शॉपकीपरशी कन्व्हर्सेशन करता यायला पाहिजे. रेल्वे स्टेशनमध्ये रेल्वेच्या स्टाफशी कन्व्हर्सेशन करता यायला पाहिजे. तुमचे प्रोफेसर जरी इंग्लिश बोलत असले तरी त्यांचं मूळ नॅशनॅलिटी जर्मन आहे, तर तुम्ही आफ्टर क्लास त्यांच्याशी जर्मन लँग्वेजमध्ये थोडंफार बोलता यायला पाहिजे. त्यामुळे या सगळ्या गोष्टींच्या दृष्टीने जेवढं जर्मन इंडियात शिकता येईल A1 किंवा A2, आणि मग जर्मनीला गेल्यावरती एक कायम गोल ठेवायचं की मला मॅक्सिमम जर्मन लँग्वेज पण साईड बाय साईड शिकायची. पण आत्ता जर्मन लँग्वेज ही मॅन्डेटरी नाहीये. इट इज ऑलवेज बेटर. जितकी जर्मन लँग्वेज येत असेल तेवढा ऍडव्हान्टेज राहतो.
ओके. तर आणखी एक मला डाऊट आहे. फॉर एक्झाम्पल मी इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग मधून जर मी एखादी PG प्रोग्राम केला तिथं मी, आणि मग जर्मन लँग्वेजमधून केला, ह्याच्यामध्ये प्लेसमेंटवर काय इफेक्ट होतं का मला?
जर का जर्मन लँग्वेज मधनं केलं तर डेफिनेटली ऍडव्हान्टेज राहतो. कारण जर्मनीमध्ये दे विल प्रिफर स्टुडंट्स हू हॅव स्टडीड इन जर्मन लँग्वेज. तर त्यामध्ये जी सॅलरी मिळते किंवा अपॉर्च्युनिटी मिळतात या डेफिनेटली हायर असतात. पण याच्यासाठी आता बरेचसे क्षेत्र असे आहेत की ज्याच्यामध्ये कॉर्पोरेट वर्ल्डमध्ये इंग्लिश लँग्वेजच वापरली जाते. म्हणजे इट इज अ मल्टी नॅशनल एन्व्हायरमेंट ऑर कल्चर इन जर्मनी. तर बऱ्याच ऑफिसमध्ये मॅन्डेटरी लँग्वेज ही इंग्लिश असते. त्यामुळे तुम्हाला जर्मन बोलता येत असेल थोडंफार B1 B2 लेवलला, आणि तुम्ही इंग्लिशमध्ये शिक्षण घेतलं तरी तुम्हाला खूप चांगले प्रॉस्पेक्ट्स असतात. तर शिक्षणच जर्मनीत घ्यायला पाहिजे जर्मन लँग्वेजमध्ये असं मॅन्डेटरी नाहीये. शिक्षण तुम्ही इंग्लिशमध्ये पण घेऊ शकता, पण त्याच्या साईड बाय साईड तुम्हाला थोडंफार जर्मन बोलता येत असेल तर त्याचा जास्त ऍडव्हान्टेज होतो. मिलिंद.
येस.
आणखी एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन आहे की आपल्या मुलांचं सोशल सिक्युरिटी कसं आहे सर?
Germany is a very safe country. त्यामुळे
हॅलो, कॅन यू
इट्स
हिअर
इट्स
मी?
more safer than India, I can say. More safer than US, UK. इकडे स्कूल्स मध्ये, कॉलेजेस मध्ये गन्स वगैरे कुणी आणत नाही, वापरत नाही. भांडणं वगैरे हा प्रकार नाही. आणि रेसिझम, मेन म्हणजे रेसिझम, हे जे तुम्ही आता बाकी बऱ्याच कंट्रीमध्ये ऐकता, तर तुम्ही आता जर बघितलं तर रेफ्युजी घ्या किंवा आणि युक्रेन असो, सिरिया असो, अफगाणिस्तान असो, तर खूप लिबरल सेक्युलर एन्व्हायरमेंट आहे. आणि पॉलिटिकली पण एकदम स्टेबल आणि सेफ आहे. इकॉनॉमिकली पण सेफ आहे. त्यामुळे मुलांनी त्याबाबत चिंता करायची गरज नाहीये. फक्त त्यांनी त्यांचं जास्त करून एफर्ट्स त्यांच्या एज्युकेशनवर, त्यांचा प्रोफाईल बिल्ड करण्यावर आणि साईड बाय साईड जर्मन शिकण्यावर. सर मग थोडंसं मला तुमच्या मागासच्या क्वेश्चनचा आन्सर द्यायला बरं वाटेल, की जर एखादा मुलानं जर इथे इंग्लिशमध्ये एज्युकेशन घेतलं तर त्याला जॉब प्रॉस्पेक्ट कसे आहेत. तर दोन प्रकारची मुलं असतील. फॉर एक्झाम्पल तुम्ही घ्या की एक मुलगा IT मध्ये करतोय PG, तर त्याला IT मध्ये जाताना जर्मनची तेवढी गरज नाही पडत. कारण IT हा जो बेस आहे किंवा ज्या कंपनीज आहेत त्या ऑलमोस्ट ग्लोबली काम करतात. त्यामुळे जरी त्याला जर्मन येत असेल नसेल तरी त्याच्या मीटिंग्स वगैरे या सगळ्या गोष्टी इंग्लिशमध्ये होतात. पण तोच जर एखादा मॅनेजमेंट मधला विद्यार्थी आहे आणि सेल्समध्ये गेला आणि तो युरोपियन कंट्रीजमध्ये सेल करणार आहे किंवा जर्मनमध्ये एखादा प्रोडक्ट सेल असेल किंवा त्याच्या सर्व्हिसेस सेल असेल, तर त्याला कधीही तिथले लोकल लँग्वेज येणं, कारण दॅट कनेक्ट्स पीपल जर मला कळालं की मी माळी सरांशी बोलतोय आणि मी फक्त इंग्लिशमध्ये बोलतोय, पण तेच जर मी मराठीमध्ये आलो तर माझं कम्फर्ट लेवल जास्त वाढतं. सो दॅट इज द थिंग. सो इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन द टाइप ऑफ कोर्स यू आर डुईंग अँड द टाइप ऑफ इंडस्ट्री यू आर एंटरिंग.
व्हेरी गुड. एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन होतं. मला इलेक्ट्रिक कम्प्युटर एक मला हायपोथेटिकल माझा एक मास्टरी संपला माझा ऑलरेडी, आणि माय प्रोफाइल इज एक्सेप्टेड इंडस्ट्री. So what is tended to the salary package that student is likely to get there?
When it comes to Germany, the salary package depends upon like the type of education you have taken. इंजिनिअरिंगचे विद्यार्थी असेल तर इट विल स्टार्ट विथ समथिंग अराउंड 40 to 45,000 per year euros. When it comes to management, definitely it will be again same. Science, there will be some industry which will be paying more even, for example 50,000. So there will be the salary range will be in between 35 to 45,000 to start with a job, but gradually it will increase.
Okay. Okay.
Good thing with the
Malik,
German education
please.
system is like the day one you start your
Over to
job,
Malik, sir.
you are paying your social security as well as your public insurance. त्यामुळे जर्मनीमध्ये विद्यार्थी असो किंवा त्यानंतर जॉबमध्ये जाऊ, तुम्हाला ताप आल्यापासून तुम्हाला अगदी कॅन्सर जरी झाला तरी पूर्ण ट्रीटमेंट फ्री आहे. तुम्हाला कुठेही एक पैसा द्यायची गरज पडत नाही, ना मेडिकलमध्ये नाही तुम्हाला हॉस्पिटलच्या कन्सल्टिंगला किंवा पर्सनल डॉक्टरच्या कन्सल्टिंगला. So these all facilities comes with this nobody will get when it comes to US or UK. Second thing, job security. Work council एवढं strong आहे की कंपनी तुम्हाला 6 months नंतर काढू शकत नाही. They have to give n number of reasons. For example, if somebody is working for 2 years in any of the company and like the situation like pandemic comes आणि जर कंपनीला वाटलं की या मुलाला आता काढूया किंवा आता मला या स्टाफची गरज नाहीये, तर आपण जी सोशल सिक्युरिटी भरतो त्यातून त्या मुलाला पुढच्या वर्षभर जो त्याला पगार मिळतो त्याची 60% रक्कम दर महिन्याला मिळत राहते. You won't get this in any country apart from Germany. So there are n number of different things we can have a different session on that. How is the work culture and job stability in Germany? There is no hire and fire policy in Germany. You will not see somebody is hiring someone for some project and unfortunately if they don't win that project, they will fire those guys. That always happen in US, UK. You will never find these incidents happening in Germany. So this is a vast difference.
Thank you. Thank
Over to
you.
Malik, sir.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I think there is no question from the students. There are some questions in the chat box and I think we will answer it afterwards. Verbally, I think nobody want to ask the question and nobody have raised the hand also. So I'll go to the last part of our today's webinar and it is my privilege to put forth the Akanksha Khoth want to ask anything. Akanksha, please go ahead.
Yeah, we have one question from Payal Ashtani, but yeah, we can take this question and then I can answer that.
Akanksha, please go ahead with your question.
जॉब अपॉर्च्युनिटी काय आहे?
Will you please repeat your question?
एनवायरमेंट स्टुडंटना जॉब अपॉर्च्युनिटी काय आहे?
Yeah, so there are a number of different courses available here in Germany, but if you directly talk about the job opportunity, then yes, definitely you should have a number of working experience in India. Then only like you will be eligible to apply for different positions open in environmental science in Germany. For that, like you should have like 4 to 5 years of experience in Germany, because without this experience, you can't get the job seekers visa. Second thing, if you directly want to come to Germany, definitely there are a number of candidates available currently in Germany. If they want you to come in Germany, then definitely if you have a language, if you speak German language good, then yeah, you can directly apply from India to Germany. And if company thinks like this is an eligible candidate we can hire, yeah, then they can sponsor your visa and they can call you from India to Germany for to job. But yeah, the advantage, like if you do some MSc course in Germany, then it will be easy to get into job market. But yeah, there are a number of what you say jobs available into government sector, energy sector, big companies, pharmaceutical companies. So there are different positions available and different job available into environment science in Germany. It may be management as well as science, both sides.
Thank you, Milind. Mithila, you would like to ask question? Mithila Kotavdekar would like to ask your question?
Yes, sir.
Please unmute yourself. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead with your question.
Sir, I wanted to ask if I complete B1 level here in India and if I apply in German language in university where they teach in German language, will I be able to understand the concepts fully, or there will be some language errors?
Yes, Mithila, thing is that like when it comes to B1 language, you are till the level you have started learning grammatic. So when it comes to studies, the terminology will be bit different. If you say speed in English, then it's called Geschwindigkeit in German. So it's totally a different word. So terminology is different. So we always suggest like if you want to do German studies, you have to do C1 level of education. And meantime, you have to prepare yourself 6 months with the terminology in the field which you are studying or in the field which you are trying to go, because that is the one thing where like once you land in another country, you can come into pressure when you don't understand the lectures because the accent will be different. You have studied German till B1 level, so there is still no accent involved, just a little bit of grammar has been involved. So yeah, we will be suggesting you to do C1 for applying for further studies in Germany. And second question she had asked, is internship
And
mandatory to apply for masters? So yeah, definitely. Minimum of like 3 months internship is necessary. Last time, like most of the candidates were without internship because due to pandemic there was lockdown, so there was no chance for candidates to go and do physical internship. So that was okay, but like I think now it's in post-pandemic time. We can't say it 100% post-pandemic, but yeah, the internship will help a lot. Internship or your work experience of 6 months in the same field will help a lot of to apply for masters.
Thank you, Milind. Payal, you want to ask your question? Payal Achantani. Are you ready with your question? Would
Hello,
like to
sir.
ask? Would like to ask a question to the experts?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead, Payal. We can hear you.
Sir, why is it necessary to do masters in Germany again?
Uh,
Uh, so like if somebody wants to like go into job market in Germany as a freshers from India, it is really difficult to get into job market. So if you do masters here in Germany, you will get more practical knowledge. You will get more practical experience in companies working directly during your tenure of masters. So that will help you to get easy into job market. But if you say you are doing masters in India and as a fresher you want to go, means not only Germany, it is very difficult to go to any part of the world, even like place like China. If you apply, like they will just ignore the resume because you don't have any experience. But like when you do your masters here, there is compulsory internship or thesis of 6 months. So that is nothing but a 6 months of work experience you get at the time of masters before entering to the job market. And once the German company know that like somebody had done their thesis or internship in company in Germany, in German company, then definitely they will give more weightage to that profile rather than giving a weightage to any profile coming from any part of the world. So that is the one of the reason we suggest the easiest way to find a job in Germany is to do higher education in Germany.
Sir, how much years will it take to complete masters as well as doctorate in Germany?
Master's program is of 2 years and doctorate program is of like 4 to 5 years. But good thing in Germany is like if you get selected for doctorate program in other part of world like Australia, UK, US, you have to pay for doctorate. But when you are doing doctorate in Germany, uh, there are funds, separate funds given to them, so you get paid for that doing your doctorate. And that's a good pay. It's not like just providing a stipend. So you can save money. You can do a one trip of India in a year. So it's a good handsome money, and you can even travel for all 23 countries in Germany within your PhD period. So when you come on student visa in Germany, you can travel to 23 to 24 Schengen countries in Germany. So from Copenhagen or like from France, anywhere like you can go till not in Ukraine, of course, till Poland, like you can go. So definitely you have that access. So another thing, like if somebody is interested in traveling, so this is again a great destination.
Yeah,
Sora,
Milik,
shall
one
we go to
question
the
was
question?
about why double masters is required for PhD. So I'll answer that question also.
Please.
Because like for PhD, you need to get a sponsor or supervisor, and finding that supervisor from India becomes very difficult. But if you go for double masters in Germany, actually you will be able to build that relationship with your professor or supervisor, and then that makes it easy to get the sponsor. So otherwise, finding the supervisor for your PhD thesis will be very difficult from India.
So now, sir, I think
Yes,
sir, I have one question from the Swara Joshi. She's from interior designing. Swara, would like to ask your question, or I will read your question.
Hello, sir.
Please go ahead, Swara.
Yeah, sir. So my question is that how can I find the accurate university for my field? So what should be the criteria and how should I go for that?
Shailesh ji, have you understood the question?
Sorry, can you repeat, please? I couldn't get it.
Our question is very straightforward, sir. How to find out the appropriate or accurate university? Because she is doing masters in the interior decoration.
Correct. So there are two ways to do that. One is, of course, we are the experts in that field, so you can always contact us and we will connect you with somebody from your field who has done their masters in interior design. So with their guidance, you can search the universities and then Milin and I can help with that process. Other option is also online. There is a lot of information available, but then some of the cases that information may not be accurate or up to date. So you can always reach out to the consultant and find out. But that is definitely we can guide you with, because a lot of times the course name will be different than what you are looking for. So we have to use different keywords to search those courses and also talk to universities and find out. But yes, definitely there are a lot of information available on the internet, as well as there are consultants like us who can guide you with respect to that information.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Any other question from the students?
Yeah, there's a question on fashion designing. Again, fashion designing, you may not find directly a course with that kind of a name, but there are a lot of design courses, art and design courses in Germany. So there could be elements of fashion designing plus other aspects of designing. But yes, there are courses available in Germany for fashion designing as well. Again, if you're looking for English taught courses, there could be limited number of courses. But if you have done A1, that will also help you with respect to your admission.
Thank you.
So other thing is there are a lot of German industries in India. Pune itself has more than 251 German companies in Chakan area in Pune. So even if you don't have any plans to go to Germany, it is always advisable that you start learning German language. And then there are a lot of opportunities you will find in India itself with respect to the job options in India.
Okay, now I will presume that there is no question from the participants. So it is my privilege to put forth the vote of thanks to both the experts or speakers from Deshi German. So we are grateful to both of you, including Ajit Ranade sir, Shailesh Dabur sir, and Milind Dange for having this webinar, which is going to help to our students, and the students are not aware that free education is there in the German, which is not available in other countries. Literally speaking, it may not be free, but the cost incurred will be comparatively less to the other countries, as Milind made it very clearly. So now few of our students have generated the curiosity, and they will certainly come to you, and I'm sure that you will help them for getting job as well as a seat for education in the German. So on behalf of Management Cyber Trust Kolhapur, our Managing Trustee, Dr. R. S. Shinde sir, and other trustee members, on behalf of CNCVCW Principal Dr. A.R. Kulkarni sir, my department of Environment Management and Director Cyber, Dr. C.S. Dalvi, I take this opportunity to thank the resource person or the speakers and the experts. And more important is that I'm thankful to the student community who registered themselves and took active part in the deliberation discussions by asking some questions and for attending this important webinar as such. Hope this type of webinars will continue in future also, and certainly will interact with Shaileji and Milinji. Now I think Kulkarni sir would like to add something.
No, sir.
Sir,
Thank you again. As already concluded. Yeah.
I would request all
Yes.
contestants to turn on their camera to have some group photo. That would be really great.
Correct.
Yeah, and we'll also share the recording of this session with all of you. So if anybody has missed the session, you can always go back to the recording.
True. Thank you for that.
Anybody else want to turn on the camera, please do so.
I think 82 students have joined it out of 150 plus.
Yeah, initially they were 150, so there have been few have logged up.
So
But
because,
average the participation was 120.
after 100,
See how they are sharing Akanksha Koth and Co. Good, good, good.
Okay, everybody can smile.
Thank you
I am
so
taking
much.
a photo, just a screenshot. One more. Anybody else wants to turn on the camera, please do so. Okay, thank you very much, everyone, for joining. If you have any questions, you can write to the email address which I have shared. Sonali has also shared the email address. I also request all of you to please fill the feedback form, so that helps us to plan these sessions for you in future. So thanks a lot, everyone, again for joining. And I wish you all the best for your exams as well as the career ahead. And I hope to see most of you in Germany in coming years. Thanks all.
Thank you.
thank you.
So
Thank you
much.
very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye bye.
We'll leave the meeting.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.